I definitely have. Well, I'll pose this question. I've been posing this question. Luca or Devin Booker as a franchise player? Luca or Devin Booker?
Are you serious?
For the sake of conversation.
Are you serious? I'm not a Devin Booker fan, brother. He's in my mind, a watered down Ray Allen. Light skinned, watered down Ray Allen, in my mind.
I wouldn't compare Ray Allen because I feel like the bulk of his scoring is off the dribble as opposed to Ray Allen is like a pure catch and shoot shooter.
No.
I mean,
No. You for the whole Ray Allen, brother.
I mean, yeah, Ray Allen was certified with the Bucks and his upcoming, but I feel like we know him more as like a pure knockdown. I feel like the essence of like who he is and as a totality, what he in the Hall of Fame for is like his sharp shooting ability is like a catch and shoot dagger type of guy. Not to limit him and say he couldn't do other things, but I just feel like that's the core of what he put. Like he hung his hat on being able to like be a catch and shoot, knockdown catch shooter.
Are you talking about like the last 4 years of his career?
Off into the sunset with, but he was definitely an all-around offensive player at one point and just kind of like coasted off agent knees.
Dog. Ray Allen was a dog, bro.
Yeah, exactly. Now he like no offense, like not but it was a little bit before your time of like he
old ass nigga.
So that's what mainly like me and Sedacious is saying. It's like we know what you mean, but it's just like he kind of your name before that. It's just like he just got so good at it, it just took over his thing.
Because he got old. I
get what y'all saying. I get what y'all saying. Like my eye of Ray Allen is like more in his like.
You see him with the Miami Heat.
Jamal Crawford was raw before he came off the bench, but people look at him as a cold six man. Same thing with Lou Williams. Lou Williams, like they'll point out the fact that he's a cold six man. It's like, he was cold when he started. Wait, why you like what you talking about?
Jamal Crawford used to start. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, careers before they on the bench. Like for real.
Right. Lou Williams started.
No.
like Lou Williams was a starting point guard when he came to the NBA. For a minute.
But as you know,
before he became a six-man.
Man, so it's just like it's the same aspect when it comes to that. But to circle back, I don't understand why we even comparing them to be honest with you, bro.
Right. I mean, said water down.
With Luka in the same positions, Booker would have had 2 rings.
So it's unanimous that we would all take Luka over Devin Booker.
He would have 2 rings by now for sure. If you had a Chris Paul, he's a playmaker, he would have made it work some kind of way, to be honest.
Of course. In my mind, there wasn't a question, brother. I'm sorry.
Nah, bro. I feel like there's a lot of Devin Booker stands out there, so like I would be intrigued to hear like the hate mail that we could get for this. But I also feel like it's not close either. And y'all know me, like I care not. Like what you do in the regular season matters, but it can easily be taken away if you don't rise to the occasion in the playoffs. And to like for Devin Booker to be the poster child of like the Kobe, the elk of like Mamba mentality, right? For him to be that and squander away an NBA Finals opportunity and then squander away being blown off the court at his house in a Game 7, it makes me question. It's like, are you an elite? Are you like an elite scorer, or you just a high volume shooter?
That's it.
If that makes sense. It's just like, do you just like have the green lights to be able to take as many shots as you want, so at any given moment is Devin Booker a Hall of Famer right now if he were to retire?
No, of course not.
Hey, in the way that I feel about like Devin Booker dropping 60 plus the other week, when I heard about it, I was like, nigga, you better like you got Kevin Durant
KD.
and you got KD and Bradley Beal on your team. They can't double team you. You should like good job.
Right,
Like
right.
what's what I'm telling you? Good work. Keep up the good job like you supposed to. Like that's the least you can do. But here's the thing, and here's where it transfers over. I said this beginning of the season. I would have to go pull it up. I told y'all. I may even text it as well. I was like, I am not high on the Phoenix Suns. They are not a championship caliber team. Kevin Devin Booker dropped 60 plus. They lost to a was that a Tyrese Halliburton list Indiana Pacers, I believe that was. Like how you drop 65 and y'all still lose against a team who don't have their best player. And it's like when you think about that, it's just like, dang, like Devin Booker, like these bunches of these bunches that he should be able to score and like don't translate into winning. Um, yeah, man. I'm like at work, so I'm trying to like pull up these stats while I'm at work. Cause like yeah, like D Book like they lost big. He had the 60 plus, they lost, and then the following game he may have went off for like 40, and they lost again. And it's just like yeah, bro. The Suns is not who people think they are, bro. To a degree, like you have to respect the X's and O's of the game. Like on paper, him, Kevin Durant, all they look cute. You think they about to score 150 points combined to beat people? It's not gonna happen, bro. Like it's not gonna happen.
With a legendary score, Kevin Durant, why is anybody as his teammate scoring over 50 points? That is something that I have just not quite computing.
Because he
And then
got the like
loosen up the tension of it. And I say that because you lost. Now, if you would have won, it makes sense. Okay, you had to spearhead it. But the fact that you lost, it just seems like you did it in vain at this point. Because you taking over like that, they just made you unstoppable. And you should be able to do what you need to do. And the team should be feeding off that energy. But the fact that like I said, man, I've never quite been on the Devin Booker train, the bandwagon. Honestly, personally, bro, it's just I looked at him as a like I said, a nice volume shooter. He can score at will when he feels like it. But when it comes to the aspect of getting the job done, I think he slept when Kobe had that press conference. I think he was sleeping somewhere.
oh his job not done.
He not. He must have been celebrating when Kobe was still in the mode because he didn't get that. Stay focused, get it done. That's nice to have the points. That's nice to have assists. That's nice to have a highlight. Get the dub. Period. No stopped excuses. 0-2-0, you let that slip out your hands. That's pitiful. You let a what? You let a.
Oh, all right, here it go, y'all. Devin Booker dropped 62 against the Pacers last week. Dropped 62 against the Pacers, and they lost. And he followed that 62-point performance over the 44-point game against the Magic, in which they lost.
So how far do you guys see the Phoenix Suns going this year?
I mean, it just depending on the matchup. I'm not guaranteeing they getting out of nobody's first round. Just depending on the matchup.
Wow.
I get some respect. I say second round. Second round, gentleman sweep. Second round, gentleman sweep.
That's crazy.